Om Shanti. Adopt the personality of spiritual royalty and purity. The greatest charity is to give the donation of purity. In this godly service, the greatest charity is to give the donation of purity. To be pure and enable others to become pure is to be a charitable soul. Because you liberate souls from the great sin of committing suicide of the soul. Impurity is committing suicide of the soul, and purity is to give the donation of life. To remove someone's sorrow and give him happiness is the greatest act of charity. By performing such charity, you will become a charitable soul. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 23. Adopt the personality of spiritual royalty and purity. Today's topic, greatest charity, is to give the donation of purity. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. As I could recollect, this is kind of first time my attention has gone to what Baba calling as the donation of purity. We know we talk about donation of peace and love, but donation of purity. And I think listening to this also draws attention that when we are serving, of course our aim is to give message and give the experience of peace, and they do feel peace. But peace comes from purity. Right? We always say that purity is the mother of peace and happiness. So maybe if we keep that thought while serving souls, whether message or course, or even sustenance of family, that what I have to do. So as I became very clear that first step, which is the donation of purity, is through drishti. And that is why we say that we are born through, of course, the mouth of Brahma, but it's the drishti also. Whether it was drishti through Brahma Baba or through Avyak Bab Dada. So same ways, now I know that one time, I think there was a project about drishti, right? Shrin Ben, you remember? But one is, no, it has to become natural, not like, okay, now I am giving you drishti, soul consciousness, but as every Murli for a few days, few weeks, Baba had been talking a lot about soul consciousness and body consciousness, and you have to renounce. And so if you pay attention, that's what I have to do. And you will see that your own percentage of purity in drishti or soul consciousness will keep increasing, keep improving. It's very interesting experience we all will have if we do it, right? So, greatest charity is to give donation of purity. In this godly service, the greatest charity is to give donation of purity. To be pure and enable others to become pure is to be a charitable soul. There are many donors. Their names come, right? But there are very charitable souls and they don't want their name to be known. They remain incognito. Any seva they do, they say, please don't let anyone know. It's the charity, right? So Baba says that because you liberate souls, so what the service we have to do now? Thought is to liberate the souls from the greatest sin of committing suicide of the soul. Baba says impurity, committing suicide of the soul, and purity is to give donation of life, to remove someone's sorrow and give him happiness is the greatest act of charity. By performing such charity, you will become a charitable soul. So now our attention will be while serving, because the way I want to serve, my inculcation, my awareness, everything will get directed towards that. So as Baba is saying, complete purity and then charitable soul. So if I pay attention, like one is I practice soul consciousness, another is I look at everyone as a soul. Now when you look at everyone as soul, so when you're looking through your physical eyes, you won't see soul, right? But that is why we say soul consciousness. So drishti, through that awareness, just imagine if we do that, how many souls in so many different ways will be served, and served in a way that they will become aware of their quality of purity. Because the first eternal quality of the soul is purity, right? And then peace. When you are peaceful, you are loveful. If you are a little bit disturbed because of any reason, you can't be peaceful. Nor within yourself, nor in your words, action, there will be that disturbance, whether in the form of dislike, discomfort, any stress, tension, all that is what? Somewhere, some impurity is emerging. Right? And so Baba has given us this mirror now. So it's a very, very beautiful, very elevated awareness, and also power of service. You serve from this power of purity. Om Shanti. So I also want to welcome you all, everyone. Everyone is okay? Yes? Yes? I can't hear. Okay means very settled, right? Very restful inside. So, in the environment which Baba has given us here, soul has to be restful. And another thing you could be restful is you don't have any responsibility of students, this, that. Right? Some have, right? Karma yoga. But that's also of happiness, the joy to serve. And also body needs to be restful, right? So you all are okay wherever you are in your, yes, you need anything, you are cold, no, you have heat in the room. How many of you have enough warm clothes? Everyone? Anyone wants anything? No? Any shawl? Any sweater? Any sweatshirt? Nothing? Because some of you have come from very warm places. I think a note had gone. Suddenly the weather has changed. Last weekend was French retreat and was sunny and beautiful. And Eric from Montreal, he called me, he said, it's like paradise here, flowers. But for us, it's little bit gray, little bit cloudy, little bit rain. But last few days will be very beautiful. I think that the theme which has been chosen, sadhana. One who does sadhana is called sadhak. Another thing which how many of us start our iPhone early morning? By mistake, I do too. But I have a very strong companion. No, 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 you can't do that. I said, no, I'm turning on to listen to Murli. Because every morning before Amrit Vela, I listen to Murli on Telegram. It's 20 minutes. So I like to hear what Baba said. And when I sit in Amrit Vela, like, that closeness to Baba, or sometimes immediately after Amrit Vela. So I do turn off and I turn on for Murli. But it's a device, isn't it? It's a facility. But one can read it, so I listen because I like that listening is very important. All of us, those who read Murli in class, for us listening Murli is very important. So I feel when I'm listening, it's different. And then of course, reading is there. Most of you read in class or for revision of Murli. And these days, one thing I definitely tell everyone, the most important qualification for a higher status is your study. Because it's not what points, but just listening to Baba refines our intellect. And it's not points, it's not logic, it's the wisdom. For intellect, they use word vivek. Vivek is higher. And it's a very good title people give. She's a Viveksheel person. She's not just intellectual, but also have good power to discern, good power to have total patience and love, and so steady. Of course, relationship of child and father is the way Baba described today, that I am an air soul. And air souls will be able to create air souls. So you can know your percentage of how much your awareness of air is, how many air souls are around you. So air soul means to inherit what Father has, right? So Baba, first important quality of Baba is knowledgeful. So what I take from Baba is the treasure of knowledge. Knowledge is the richest wealth in the world. People can have lot of money and lot of power, which is happening these days in the world, but as an instrument, as a air soul, what we need is knowledgeful. And knowledgeful is sensible, very rational. And knowledge gives you a different kind of logic, right? A lot of people still use logic logic, but there is also spiritual logic, right? Spiritual reasoning. And that is definitely elevated. Second treasure of Baba is ever pure. Knowledge ever pure. And then, of course, Baba is loveful, Baba is peaceful, Baba is ocean of all the qualities. And I have to be, as air soul, master. Baba is ocean, Baba is bestower, and I have to also be the master ocean and master bestower. So during our sadhana, to create this air means full inheritance. And then this thought I like very much when Baba was, not only I was looking at Baba and listening, but experiencing from Baba. That how very deeply every percentage, that is 100%, which I feel had been given to me by Baba. I can, every minute I say every credit goes to Baba for everything. What I am, what I could do, and what I have to become is because of whom? Baba, right? So from heart, like this Baba, today Baba said the remembrance from the heart. When you look at your life as gift from Baba. Recently in the Murli Baba said, every speciality of everyone. Yes, I am impressed. Oh, this one has such beautiful quality, but it's Baba's gift to this one. Like people sing beautifully, they say, oh, he had been gifted by God. So I am gifted by God. Each one of us should feel. Not my specialty, right? Because Baba doesn't only give knowledge, but his knowledge, because it's true, eternal, has power. No, they say every knowledge is light, might, and virtue. So Baba's knowledge, our third eye, we see it differently now. It's light, it's power, and it changes into the virtue. So we focus on our air qualities and try to see how you can be master ocean and bestower. And as much possible, even when I looked at agenda, it's a lot of this service, that service, that. But I will still suggest whatever agenda is or whatever time we have to spend, whatever way. But as much possible to have spiritual chit-chat. Not wherever we sit. Again, we talk about wherever we sit, we only talk about program service. Make it little different this time. Have spiritual chit-chat. Whether you are in silence or you're having conversation, even while eating, don't have conversations on other, but just have some spiritual. Because one of the relationship with Baba and Dadis had amongst themselves, they always talked about what Baba said. Always. No, we were in London, I was there in the beginning when Dadi Janki came. So at 4 afternoon, we have habit of making our tea in our own way, right, everyone? But Dadi said no. So Jayanti Ben's mother, Rajni Ben, make a big pot of tea. Those teapots. So, and it's ready. 4 o'clock, if you don't come, it gets cold, right? So for afternoon, we come, have a cup of tea, and Didi will read the notes which will be sent from Madhuban, Dadi Janki. Every afternoon, she will read those notes. That's why I ask Center Nivasis, others, do you all afternoon somewhere share Murli points or read Murli together? We do it for students, we do it for the self, but also do it with companions. So the relationship which gets created, which was amongst Dadis, was great love and respect. And that is most needed this time, is love and respect. Sneh and Saman. And this way what will happen? Your self-respect will increase. And that will be you are more stable and secure. What is the biggest feeling these days of insecure? So we don't share what we should share. It's like lot of little things, which is difficult for many souls also. When there is self-respect, you are very, very secure. Nobody could take anyone's part. Nobody can take anyone's role. It's yours, right? So in self-respect, you are respectful also to others, right? So we will start our journey. We already started this evening. Your visit to Karachi, right? And then Baba also gave us some signal. A Vyakti signal also is very, very beautiful. And that is charity is the donation of purity. We do it amongst ourselves first, right? Oh, they always say, there is a saying. What is the saying? Charity begins at home, and my home is myself, right? So when I begin this charity of donation for myself, by keeping internally very, very clean, transparent, right? Of course, we are pure, celibate and pure food and everything, but now is very deep purity. So again, welcome and Om Shanti.